bad end.
Just say it. Yeah, it was a bad ending, of course. Obviously, the season didn't pan out as was planned. Yes, it's good. Every club has these dues. Is it important? I don't know to what extent, but yeah, it's a nice way to end the season, irrespective of how you've done. It's good to get people together, whether it be the players, the supporters who have come along, some of the supporters tonight, the sponsors who are very important as well to the club. And it's just, I suppose it gives you a little bit of togetherness at the end of what has been a long, hard season. Things didn't go as planned, obviously, but, what he's done is done, and we've got to move on from there. And tonight, in a strange way, is hopefully the beginning of that.
Towards the end of the season, the results started to pick up and the atmosphere seems better around the place. Have you got positives to take out of this season?
Yeah, we've got a number of positives. I mean, we got off to a very inauspicious start, at the beginning of the year. Mentioned it there to a few people there. We're having 3 managers in one season is obviously not conducive to a positive outlook, positive results. Sorry, but there are a number of things. We had some good results at times, as you say. Towards the end of the season, results picked up. Unfortunately, Hyde's results were that little bit stronger than ours. We can take a little bit of encouragement from the fact that we had to, we enforced Hyde to produce above mid-table form to keep us below them. And while it's not much consolation, it is a slight positive. We've got some good players here, we've got a good spirit despite the situation, and good characters, good commitment, and there's a big work ethic at the club. The directors seem keen to get the club back on the platform it deserves, and there is certainly a bright future, hopefully, for Stafford. There's got to be a lot of hard work done, though, in the meantime, to achieve that. But having said that, realistic about the situation. I think that things didn't go anywhere near as planned. It was a long, hard struggle. Ultimately, we fell short. So for that to happen, there has to be a few things changed, and hopefully we can do that in the summer.
So how do you bounce back from this?
How do you bounce back? Well, again, there were so many factions to that. Really, it depends upon the outlook of the club, which as far as I'm aware, is positive. I suppose the old adage, one step backwards, 2 steps forwards, will come into play. The players are not, as you've probably seen tonight, are not too downbeat, despite what's happened. And you play the cards you're dealt with. We haven't achieved what we wanted to this year, but you can look at it next season, playing in a league below. If we can perform and be at the top end of that league, then all of a sudden there's a positive vibe and atmosphere around the club, and you get a bit of momentum to push on and develop the club in years to come. And as I said just now, we've got some decent players here. It's not like we need a mass exodus of players and total clear out. A lot of players are learning their trade and learning their profession or semi-profession, and to add to the squad here and there a little bit, I think we can be a force next season.
So with the financial difficulties, what are the chances of being able to keep hold of your key players next season?
Good question. That's all a little bit up in the air. I need to spoke with the chairman and a couple of directors this evening. Need to give them a week or so to get their minds together and voice their opinions and see what is the way forward, clarify exactly what the situation is. I'll be meeting up with the chairman and probably some of the directors in about a week or so, and we can have a chat, see what's what and see what the way forward is. And I'll probably be made aware of exactly what the situation is in about a week or so's time. And then you cut your cloth accordingly. So I'm not envisaging all of a sudden we're going to become a Telford and be able to buy or bring in the best players in non-league. But hopefully we've got something to work with, and that's where my job comes into play, and hopefully I can do a good job of it.
After a fantastic playing career, how are you finding the managing side of life?
I thoroughly enjoy it. I had my time as a player, unfortunately it always comes at a premature end. Doesn't matter if you finish at 22 or 42, it ends too soon. But you know, I've had my time away from football. I've had other concerns going on, but you know, I've come round to realising, you know, that I still love the involvement of football, and I can't play anymore. I enjoy the coaching side. I enjoy the management side. I enjoy the behind-the-scenes side of it as well, and the man management and the involvement with players in a football environment. I don't think that'll ever go away. I know this level. I played it before I played professional football. I've been involved in it on a part-time level in management as well. So I'm quite aware of all the pitfalls and all the you know the good aspects of it as well. So I enjoy it. I don't get too frustrated by it. And you know, I relish the opportunity and the involvement. It would be nice to be involved in, you know, perhaps a full-time situation. In an ideal world, maybe that could develop with Stafford. Who knows?